think I've ever told that story, to be honest.
Oh my God! All these other girls wanna be my baby. I'll be getting down and I find out they ain't you. They ain't you. All these other girls wanna test my patience. Wanna come around, get it in.
Is this a restaurant near here?
I don't know. It was it's just a company that emailed me, and I guess.
And you still don't have an assistant?
No.
Are you ever going to?
I mean.
But you are pretty organized, right?
I just spend like an hour every night going through my emails, you know.
That's crazy. That is wild, man. I cannot imagine. Yeah, this is great. A little bit up.
Have you ever heard of fire that does paper that doesn't catch on fire?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't know about it either, but apparently you're supposed to use it to, like, so you put this on the grill. I guess it keeps the grill from getting like stupid.
Really?
Ow, that's hot. All right, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to I really burned my fingers now. Welcome to another mukbang. I got my boy KevOnStage back in the house. What's up, dog?
Chilling, man.
He really wanted to hold the baby.
And I have.
And you have.
I mean, now we get to eat and chop it up. But Veda, man, she was right here.
Yeah.
She's hanging on by a thread, barely.
Perfect.
The eyes are rolling back.
It's the breast.
Yeah.
It's like, man, hold up now. Titties? Are these?
Dude.
And then it's the sway. See, it's the sway. Kids love the sway.
I have the sway. I need more breast.
The breast, Tim, you know what? Don't do it, Tim. Me and Chia, we will have the breast.
Isn't she cute?
She's so cute.
And look how cute we are. We are matching.
Goody brand.
I appreciate-
Hold on, Tim. He didn't give this to me.
Yes.
I bought this.
Kev, you were so supportive, bro. You were like the most supportive person like in this whole like YouTube space.
Thank you.
Like not only you support my content, you support the brand.
Yeah.
It's beautiful, man.
But I do love Goody brand. I mean, like you and Rick do a great job.
I appreciate
It's dope dope concepts. When I be seeing your stuff, I'll be like, man, Tim got another banger.
Thank you, man. And we really come up with those for the most part.
I know. I like the LA's not Hollywood.
Bro.
Yes.
How do you like your hoodie?
I love it. Soft.
Isn't the quality
vibrant,
great? People
good
were
quality.
complaining about the price.
You got it. I mean, if you want Gildan, pay for Gildan. But you know, when you do that, when you put it on your head, it's all like the stuff is coming out everywhere, and that doesn't happen with your stuff.
Yes.
So sorry, guys. You know, sometimes the expensive stuff, it's worth it.
And plus, Kev is balling now, so so money is not an issue, all right?
I'm just trying to be like Tim, man. I want to pay my parents' house off.
Hey,
I did pay my grandma's house off,
there you go.
but I never made a video about it.
Then what was the point? Alright, so this company hit me up. They're called iWagyu. They provided a whole little Korean barbecue kit for me. They sent me this little grill that I could have, super lit. They sent me a bunch of meat, and I'm gonna just start throwing some meat on there right now because I think this thing is hot. You've had Korean barbecue before, yeah?
I had Korean barbecue last week.
So this
in
is some.
Hawaii.
Oh, did you?
I mean, I can eat it once a week though. It's fire.
Yeah. So this is some marinated, boneless short rib. Get a good look over there. Oh man.
And this grill is gas.
Yes. Let me see if it got hot. It definitely feels hot. Wow.
So you've never done this before?
No.
Not like in your house?
Not in my house, nah.
What's your favorite Korean barbecue place in LA?
I always tell people like a good spot to go to in K-Town is a spot called Quarters.
Quarters is my favorite.
Yeah, because not only is it just like the vibe is
good
fun,
vibe, yes.
but they cook and cut
cook it for you.
yeah.
And I don't want to be like, I don't know. I just feel like when they cook it for you, it's a better experience.
It's
Because
just
I feel like I always burn my stuff, and I never know when the pork is done.
So here's the thing, right? How do you like your steak usually?
Medium well,
Okay.
medium plus.
Ooh, Australian wagyu harami.
Wagyu.
Yes. So I like my steak like a medium rare, but
Really?
yeah, that's how I order it at the steak houses. But when I'm doing Korean barbecue, I don't know if I'm cooking it right.
Yes.
So
yes.
I always make sure it's pretty like done. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I always do. I feel like steakhouses punish you if you steakhouses want you to order medium rare.
Yeah.
And if you don't, I feel like they overcook it to be like, we told you. So I'm just like, guys, don't punish me Because
mean,
like medium rare is a little much for me.
I definitely shame people when they, no, I don't mind. If as long as you're not getting a well done.
Well done is where I bring out the shame as well.
Right.
Because I used to order well done before I knew.
Before you knew.
But you really don't have. The longer you cook it, the less flavorful it is.
It's true.
And the less juicy it is.
You know what I did one time that I didn't know. I mean, this was before I really was making money like that. You know, I got bougie with my steak, especially.
Right.
I didn't know that when you're at a nice steak place, you're not supposed to ask for sauce. So
I learned that late too.
yeah, I took Chia to. It wasn't even a super bougie steak place. It was the one. Did you know there's a restaurant at Pirates of the Caribbean in Disneyland?
I saw it across the way.
Yes. So that restaurant, you got to make reservations.
Yes.
And I ordered the steak, and I was like, okay, can I get some steak sauce? And the guy was like, maybe just taste it first. I was like, oh, okay, sure. And she was like, babe, I don't think you're supposed to ask for it. I was like, oh.
They take it personal.
Yeah, I had no idea.
But at the same time, though, like I get it, but you're buying it.
Yeah.
Shouldn't you be able to eat things your way?
You should, but also, right, when you don't know, you don't know.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm used to I'm going to Black Angus for that was like my steak night.
Top tier.
Yeah.
At Black Angus, you need it sometimes.
I mean, yeah. That's why I got conditions.
But when you go, that's one of the best things in the world. Is like, we went to Hawaii last week, or I guess earlier this week, and there's a steakhouse called High's there. Okay. Man.
Bomb.
And Wagyu, anytime they have Wagyu, although it's like super expensive and you get small portions, it is so good.
It's so good.
It's like worth it.
It legit like melts in your mouth. They say that.
It really does.
But it really does.
It's like butter. It's like steak butter.
And some people don't mess with it because, they don't like how they say it's like the fattiness is a little too much, but I love it.
I mess with it.
And look, bro, I'm cooking for you today.
I appreciate the hospitality.
You're my guest, man.
I love it. I didn't know if you wanted me to.
No, I got you, Kev.
I feel like you wanted to.
No, if anything, feed you.
No, treat me.
Oh, I think you said feed you. I was like, how you feeling, bro?
So they just shipped this to you?
Yeah, they had a little package on my doorstep this morning with the grill and the meat. And
did you pick out what came, or they were just like?
So they have these little special, little basically pre-picked packages, and then you can add on the extra they got more expensive meat you can add on.
And you did that?
Yeah, I think they gave me a A5 wagyu too.
That's big spending.
That's
not messing around.
That's when I feel like really treating myself. I feel like everything is cooked enough.
Yes.
To your liking.
Begin.
I'm just gonna get
We just get in, dig in,
just dig in,
and eat meat.
Yeah.
Dip in sauce. Oh yeah. Oh, that's good, Tim.
That's real good.
That is great.
You said you were in Hawaii. What were you in Hawaii for?
That's the one place my kids really love. We were supposed to go for Christmas, but OBS couldn't go.
Right.
So my kids were just going stir crazy. And Hawaii opened up enough to go, so we just took them. And we went with a big group. My sisters, both my sister-in-laws, my wife's homegirl, and all their kids. So,
was that annoying or was that fun?
No, it was fun. But because there were so many people and it was just opening up, you couldn't book anything. Restaurants, you couldn't book past 6 people. All the activities were you could do them, but past 4 or 6 people, you couldn't book anything in a group.
Ah, I see.
So the Polynesian Culture Center, which we almost always go to, wasn't even open all the way yet. So we basically just went to the beach and the pool every day.
I mean, that's cool.
And I'm not sure about that either.
Chia really, she's itching to go somewhere. So Hawaii.
You just did the Maldives.
Man, that was
right before the whole thing shut down.
Yeah, that was January 2020.
That's what I'm saying.
That was, and you know what's funny is we barely got in there on time. This is Karubi, whatever that is, Karubi. So yeah, we originally we were just talking about this where she was like, maybe let's just wait till your birthday in March I was like, nah, let's just go for your birthday in January. And luckily we got in there before the whole world was shut down, you know?
I was so jealous. That is where?
You know,
It's out there.
it's over there.
I'm not good with geography.
Me neither. So I was like, I'm not even gonna try.
You have the super blue water,
Uh-huh.
and then the huts that are like in the ocean,
Bro.
which is my wife's. That is what she wants to stay at a hotel.
Ever since me and Cheetah got together, and you know, we had our little first date conversations. What's your dream vacation? Blah blah blah. It was one of those. It was one of those huts.
Yeah.
Huts on the water like that. Whether it be Bali or the Maldives or Bora Bora, it was that. So it was like, okay, honeymoon. We gotta do it.
How long were you guys out there?
We were out there for a week. Probably like 5, 6.
And I remember you saying you were like, there wasn't a lot to do, but it was like a chill type of.
But it's great. I mean, it's all like, because some people would say, oh, you know what, like, yeah, it looks pretty, but it's really not a whole lot to do, but like, look at the water and eat. And we're like, bruh, what else do you want to do?
You said it like it's a bad thing.
Yeah, there was one day, I was like, okay, I would like to go kayaking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They have those options there for you too. But the one day I wanted to do it, like before we left, the winds were a little too much. They said so. We didn't do that.
How long was the travel to get out there?
Bro, it was crazy.
It was like 25 hours?
40 hours for us.
Was it?
Well, only because of this. We had to take one flight to Hong Kong, and then the way we booked it was we had a 9-hour layover in Hong Kong, and then from there it was another like just long ass flight to the actual island area. You know?
Did you do like the layover, but you go and visit the city you're in, or you just stayed in the airport?
No, we stayed in the airport.
Want to hear a crazy story? My sister-in-law went to Singapore last year, or the year before. I still feel like last year is 2019.
It's all a blur.
Yeah, so she was going for work. Husband was able to go with her. But I'm sure you know this. When you're traveling internationally, your passport shouldn't be shouldn't be expired within 6 months. Expiring within 6 months.
Right.
Her husband didn't know that. Flies from here to Shanghai, 14 hours. His passport's expiring in 2 months. Get there, the Shanghai airport are like, you can't. Your passport's expiring in 2 months. We can't let you go anywhere. Turn around, put him back on a flight back to LAX.
What?
Literally within an hour, he was turned back around. She went on to Singapore, and he basically flew for 30 hours straight.
Just to come back home.
Just to come right back to LA. Literally 14 hours to Shanghai, turn around, back on a plane, 16 hours, something like that.
That is crazy.
Yeah, so folks, if you're traveling international, your passport's expired within a year, just renew it, because they really shouldn't have let him leave LAX. But the Shanghai airport was like, nah, how about you go back?
How is it traveling with kids? The whole family?
Luckily, well, when my boys were little, all we did was go to, actually, I ain't gonna hold you, Tim. For a good 6 years there, we didn't go nowhere. Because it was too expensive.
Right.
For a family of 4, we just working regular jobs. Especially because my family always wanted to come like Thanksgiving, Christmas, where they jack up the prices. So we weren't going, I'm talking about, no lie, probably 2008 to 2012. We might travel with them once or twice.
How old were they at this point?
They were like, my youngest from birth to like 6. My oldest from like 2 to like 8. And then when Isaiah kind of started, picking up on awesomeness, we were coming down here, shooting a lot. Then he shot the movie, we were traveling a lot. But then we moved here, we didn't travel a lot.
Oh, Lil Zay be acting and stuff too?
He's retired now.
Oh, but he used to? I didn't even know.
Yeah, he was in a remake of Little Rascals.
Okay. The Littler Rascals.
Yep. He played Buckwheat.
What?
He doesn't even remember it now. He shot when he was like 6. My youngest son and I have a podcast.
Yes, of course, I love it.
Yeah, but
It's so
Jay
good.
doesn't. He don't do no acting no more.
So he's not about that life anymore.
Nah, he likes directing and shooting. Him and his friends make videos and stuff.
Okay.
But as far as like just being in my stuff, nah. Sometimes I force him for brand deals. I'm like, look,
Man,
you're gonna have to.
the views are crazy for me right now. It's beautiful.
I was gonna ask you, has it helped?
Yes. So much. My vlog views have like at least doubled.
Did you
know what I'm
really
saying?
eat cheese placenta?
Yeah, of course.
I saw the thing and I was like, there's no way.
No.
But then I was like, it's Tim, so probably yes.
No, most definitely.
You really did.
Kev, no fronting or faking over here, dog.
That's why I said, I was like, Tim ain't no clickbait.
No.
He ain't no clickbait
I
dude.
do not. I do not clickbait. That was all real.
So this is your what? You started mostly sketches.
Mm-hmm.
You done music.
Mm-hmm.
You had the Wildin' Out.
Mm-hmm.
Then you were mostly vlogs.
Yeah.
Now you're, what are you, what like,
Well,
how many revolutions
Well,
is this?
it was more like, let's see.
Now it's Tim the parent.
It was sketches and Dear Ghetto.
And Dear Delegato.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then it was, a little more, vloggy, straight to camera.
Yeah.
I'm complaining about this. I hate this type of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
And all of these are with the occasional music video, like every 3 months, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then, everything kind of just switched.
Yep.
No one was trying to watch sketches anymore.
Yep.
So then I just started, really the only thing that was going up for a minute, is the podcast. And then
No
it's
Chaser?
No Chaser.
Yeah.
And then now I've reached this this daddy content.
That's crazy.
I feel like people they're there if they haven't unsubscribed yet.
Or the algorithm has decided
True.
not to share your stuff with them anymore.
Yeah, they're just kind of waiting for these big moments, right? Because the only
Yeah.
videos that really popped off, let me turn this down, were like pregnancy announcement.
Yeah.
Then the video of the birth, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then now I'm like, and I really want people. Some people were like, "Damn, Tim, I've been subscribed for a long time, but people do anything for clout nowadays. I guess this is too much for me." I'm like, bruh. First of all, what kind of clout do I get from eating my wife's placenta?
I think people don't understand what clout is.
These kids don't know what anything means.
I saw a tweet that said, I feel like people are getting the vaccine for clout. I'm like, or for safety, or for health reasons.
What does that even mean?
You can't be like, oh man, well, I got the vaccine, you don't. It ain't like, anyway.
Mm-hmm.
People just be saying stuff on the internet.
So I told him, bro, well, first of all, what kind of clout does that get me? Second of all, I've been talking about doing this for months. I just really wanted to do it. Do you want a drink?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
What would you like?
What do you have?
I got tequila. I got some like bourbon. If we're doing Korean barbecue, you ever had soju?
Big fan.
Big fan.
Love a good soju. I was wondering what pairs well with what we're doing.
I got so much soju.
Soju is
And you
good.
know what's fire?
Yes.
We also got this like strawberry lemonade and this peach lemonade. I feel like if we throw a little of
Let's
that
do
with
it.
soju,
I love the sweet soju.
we'll make you a drink, dog.
Tim's making me a drink, guys, because we're friends.
Keep the people entertained.
So, guys, how are you feeling now that we're turning a corner on the pandemic? For a long time, there was no light at the end of the tunnel. LA is officially opening all the way with masks and social distancing on June 15th. How is it in your city, state, where you live? Are you nervous? Are you excited?
Talk about something interesting, Kev.
The interesting thing is, I've said this before, I was watching Tim. It's crazy to be a Tim fan, then a Tim friend. I used to watch Tim while I was at work hating my job, and he used to be having so much fun. I wasn't like jealous, but I just hated him and loved him.
You want the strawberry or the peach?
Ooh, Simply?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'll bring them both.
Bring them both.
So we got the options.
Because peach ain't always at the grocery store. Strawberry's always there.
Man, this was just a luck of the draw. Instacart person texted us, said, "Hey, do you have a preference?" We said, "Nah, just get some juice."
There we go.
Yeah.
Oh man, this the meat selection they have.
Oh man,
Top tier.
We still got 2 more meats.
Do we?
Yeah. Oh, we're not done yet.
Mm-hmm.
Here, let me start cooking some more actually before I start.
I
making
love
the drink.
Korean barbecue because the amount of time before you sit down and eat is very low.
Yeah.
Because usually they have the like kimchi, you know, the pickled stuff. So like by the time you're seated, you got something to snack on.
Oh yeah, you had a whole salad on the table already.
I love it.
Oh wow, we had veggies. I forgot. Okay. So this right here is the A5 Wagyu. See, now this is the good stuff right here. See all the those white lines going through the beef? That's called the marbling. Okay, so that's all the fat that's going through the meat.
I be feeling so bad. I saw this TikTok, and it was like a cow listening to music. It was like, thank you. And the cow like was like literally vibing, and then it laid down and like took a nap. And I was just like, man, that cow would be delicious.
Bro,
Because it's so relaxed.
Yes,
I know that's terrible.
I mean, but hey, look, I follow this account that is like, you know, they always post their prime cuts of meat and all that. And then one day, they posted this picture of some cows like on a pasture. I'm like, bro, don't show me the happy cows. Don't show me the cows living leisurely.
You know what you're going to do to them.
Show me the meat, man.
I like the separation of like
Yes.
what I know is happening.
Of church and steak.
Yeah. Damn, guys.
Yes.
You can't wait till you can tell her dad jokes. She's gonna hate them because you're her dad.
You know what's funny is like, people now, every time I make a pun, it's great.
Oh yeah.
Every time I make a pun, oh, cheers.
Cheers.
Yes, I appreciate you, man. Thanks for
Fatherhood
coming.
and beef.
Every time I make a pun, now they be like, "Oh, Tim really embracing that dad life now."
Oh, you been about. Come on, y'all gotta be new if you're saying
That's
that.
what I'm saying.
You gotta be new.
I'm like, bro, I've been making dad jokes back when they were just called puns. you know?
Yes. On Twitter, Tim always is remixing people's tweets.
That is my favorite thing to do. I like, so it's funny that you bring that up. I will literally scroll through my Twitter feed trying to see whose tweet I can make a pun out of. Oh man.
What is this right here? Mushroom?
Big old piece of mushroom.
Okay.
Do you eat mushroom?
I do.
Yes.
I didn't recognize it long like that.
Yeah, they gave us a few different kind of mushrooms.
There you go. That I know more about.
Yeah. Might as well throw some veggies on here.
Y'all
You
did
know?
y'all thing with this, man. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, shout out to iWagyu one more
It's a
time.
dope experience.
You know, and like you said, I really do. I missed the Korean barbecue experience
Oh, it's great,
during
man.
the whole stay-at-home situation. You know.
If you were traveling and eating, and you couldn't do
any of it,
what you love.
man. Like me and David. It was such a blessing when we were able to sell Sin Foods, you know, like getting paid to just travel and eat and get drunk. Like it was the best.
I'm embarking on my own version of
Sin Foods,
well,
or just a travel eat show.
travel eat show, but more importantly, the like, I believe in this, I'm gonna pay for it, and then try to sell it.
Yes.
As opposed to waiting for somebody to,
Oh, word.
you know what I mean? Because ours is more like the one show that I remember when before I was even into YouTube, where I was like, dude, if I could do that, like bizarre foods and diners, drive-ins, and dives. Because I'm a firm believer that if you're in a city, you should not eat things that you can find in your city. So when I'm getting ready to go on tour, we're trying to just basically eat at the local whatever.
Are you a picky eater?
No.
What's the weirdest thing you say you've eaten, or like almost outside the box bizarre food situation?
Weird as in like unusual or disgusting?
Both, either.
I don't think I've ever eaten like a terribly bizarre thing. I know when I was in Denver, this ain't like weird, really weird, but it was weird to me. There's a peanut butter and jelly cheeseburger. And I thought, this is like, come on, man. And I'm a fat, like, I'll eat anything.
Yeah.
But yo, it works.
It was delicious,
Somehow the sweet, the salty meat, cheese,
Yes.
beef It was wild. And the dude was like, I guarantee you, because the dude was like, we were on tour, and he was like, if you guys don't like them, I'll refund the whole thing. And there was like 8 of us eating there. And I was like, usually when people are willing to bet you your meal,
Right.
what they're talking about is usually good.
So here's what's crazy is like, okay, so a long time ago, you know, I learned that one of Elvis's favorite sandwiches is a peanut butter and banana and bacon and honey sandwich. So ever since then, when I make a PB&J, I throw a little bacon in there, or I'll kind of do that situation, you know?
Yeah.
And so I knew there's actually not Father's Office, but you ever been to a public school restaurant?
Yep.
They also have a peanut butter.
Peanut butter, bacon, and banana?
No, they just got a peanut butter burger. But
Oh, got it.
Yeah. So, you know, I had like a Bizarre Foods type show on Thrillist as well.
saw.
Yeah, and
You
I
were
was
eating the thing that was alive.
I was eating a lot.
You were kind of fearless on the.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm not as fearless as you.
Right. No, I know.
I don't think
Not many are.
I can't do it, man. The placenta, the live thing, it was live. It was here.
You might like that live octopus,
You
Kev.
think so?
It's not actually alive. See,
Is it the nerves?
yeah.
But it looks alive.
Well, I mean, they definitely kill the octopus right before they chop it up and put it on the plate.
Whoa! Why the
So this right here, dog. You ready for
y'all are tripping?
This is live octopus.
Oh, why would you eat this drunk?
Okay, so my man's is squirming. He just got chopped up. Cheers. All right.
It's stuck to the top of it. When I tell you it's stuck to the roof of my mouth real
Immediately.
quick, he's like, bro, get me out of
He
here.
said, please. But he's not alive still. He's dead. I mean, they chopped his head off.
Have you done baloo and durian and all that?
Yeah.
You've done that?
Let me tell you. Turn this down. But balut, Filipino delicacy, and also enjoyed in many Southeast Asian countries. I had never had it until I went to the Philippines to shoot a little, like a 1-episode show.
Yeah.
That was whatever. It just tastes like a very potent boiled egg.
Okay.
That's what it tastes like. And then if you can get past the little, and then the bones are a little
That's
crunchy.
the thing that I feel like that's my boy was just talking about. He was like the hardest part is like you like it's the skull or the beak or a combination of both. And he was saying the same thing. He was like taste wise, not the worst thing ever, but like the little crunch. He was like the crunch is tough.
Luckily for me, the first time I had it, it wasn't as developed in there. For those who don't know, balut is a.
First of all, I was pronouncing it way off. I said baloo like the bear.
Yeah, I was gonna make that joke.
Yeah.
It's a little fertilized duck fetus, basically, because it's in between a yolk and actually a grown little bird in there. You know, you know, it's not my favorite. And as far as durian goes,
Yeah.
durian is in Thailand. That's their shit.
Really?
They love durian. If you can F with it like that.
So it's a fruit, right?
It's it looks like a giant, like aggressive pineapple, alright? and you cut it open.
Pineapple that went to alternative school.
Yeah. And then you cut it open, and you know, and then the durian bits are in there. My mom like loved it. She always ate it growing up. So,
Whew. It was hot.
oh yeah.
Like temperature hot.
Careful, it's hot. So my mom was always eating durian, and so I would always smell it in the house, and that's what made me not want to eat it, because
Got it.
it doesn't smell great. But the people, it's like an acquired taste, because the people that like it, like, love it. You know what I'm saying? But you go to Singapore, Thailand, they literally will have signs on
Really?
the subway that say, no durian allowed in the hotel, no durian allowed on the train, because they don't want it funking up the
Got
rooms.
it. Got it.
So I had my boy PD Flow. It was a vlog where I had him try some for the first time. He said, I want to try it. So he put it in his mouth. He said, and he was like, why does it taste like meat? Why does it taste like fruit and meat? It's not my favorite.
I definitely want to try it just because I enjoy trying stuff. Even if it's like, even if I don't end up liking it, I want to be able to say that I tried it. But like on Bizarre Foods, he was eating stuff that I was like, okay, man, I'm never doing that.
You might be one of those people that has the taste for it. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, Tim. I ain't gonna hold you.
Kev,
Fruit meat?
I wouldn't even be mad if you held me on that one because that one, durian is something else, bro. Like, look, I'll eat some duck fetus. I'll eat some placenta.
What's the placenta like?
But the durian,
you draw the line at durian?
I prefer.
You'd rather eat the placenta than durian?
Probably.
Really?
The placenta, the cooking it was the most daunting part because it's like it was purple.
How do they collect it?
Okay, so
you have to ask ahead of time, like, yo, we got dibs on that.
So you just kind of got to, because they'll just throw it away.
Yeah.
You know? So I told our OBGYN, who happens to be one of my good friends from high school, also.
Oh,
like,
no.
hey, yeah, I was like, Bree, I want to keep the placenta or do something with it, you know. And so a lot of people, you know, they'll turn it into pills. Mm-hmm. So I already had somebody that was in me and she has DMs like, hey, I specialize in turning the placenta into pills.
Yeah.
Would you want to do it? And
Yeah.
I was like, okay, well, look, to be honest, I don't know if wifey actually wants to do that, but I would like to eat it. So I don't know if there's some type of preliminary preparation that goes into it.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
if you could give me half the placenta, just as is, and then you could take the other half, turn it into pills. Let's do that.
Right.
So she has somebody. She's like, cool. I'll send somebody to the hospital right now to collect it.
Okay.
So I went to the hospital with a cooler, an igloo cooler.
Really?
I asked for some ice. They gave me some ice, and they put the placenta in a little plastic bag and threw it in the cooler for me.
Is it like texture-wise? What is it? What is it? Is it like one of those?
Like when I ate it?
No, I mean like when you collected it.
Oh man, when I collected it, it is gross, dog. Man, it looked like just a squishy sack of organ sack, man.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
So they just handed it to you in like a sandwich bag or something?
Basically.
Did it smell weird?
I mean, it smelled like if you would have just get some raw meat from the store, you know what I'm saying? And the lady, so she sent me a little video of her preparing it. She definitely did like pick some things out and cut some things off. And, yeah.
Can you give me the peach juice?
Oh, yes. But I tell you what, it gave me powers.
Did it?
And this is the first time I've talked about this. The one main difference that I noticed immediately after eating the placenta, the next day, as I was preparing dinner, cutting onions, I did not tear up at all.
That's such a specific thing to be.
It's the only thing where I was like, this is weird. I'm not what what could have popped? Because I'd be tearing up like the onion hit me, and then I thought maybe it was a fluke, maybe because the onion was colder than other onions. I don't know, right? The next day, cut another onion.
Oh, it lasted.
No tears.
Really?
So I'm like, something has changed in me, and the only thing I did differently was eat this placenta.
Was that the only thing that you noticed?
Yet. So, as of right now, you know what I'm saying, that is my only power I got from it, which is great.
I'll take it. That's valuable.
Mm-hmm. How's that A5 wagyu?
Everything is amazing.
We still got one more cut of meat.
Do we?
Just some diced beef.
Throw it on.
You know what's beautiful about the difference between like nowadays YouTube and back in the days YouTube is that people understand that you gotta get paid nowadays.
Remember back in the day, I remember when you had brand deals, you always talk about this.
Yes. People, you sold out. Man, as soon as I remember specifically when I first was getting ads on my videos. The kids were like, damn, Tim, ads on your videos?
Oh, ads?
Ads, bro. YouTube ads on my videos. Kids were like, man, you sold out. Damn, Tim. Because they never seen it on my channel before.
Wow.
And now, you know, they get it. Now, I do brand deals now, And the kids, I don't even try to pretend I actually F with the product.
Right.
Like, and they'll be like, damn, get it, Tim, get your bag.
That's a blessing of having older fans.
Yes. They're grown, they get it.
I never had the like you sold out thing because my fans have always been like my age. Or around my age. So they've been like happy, like, okay, Kev, you getting paid.
Mine were young and dumb, but they grew up with me, you know? It was a ad read I did for the podcast the other day. It was like some sunglasses or something. And the one they had on the paper was like, oh, it was like a watch. And it was like, this watch, you can go deep sea diving. I was like, so my whole ad read, I was like, now y'all know I love deep sea diving. So that's why this watch is for me.
Super tongue in cheek.
In actuality, I can't even really swim really. Did you know that? I'm not I'm not a strong swimmer.
Really?
Yeah, no, I would when people ask like what's your biggest fear, I would say like like deep water.
Open water?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the ocean is wild, bro.
It's
wild.
It's scary.
It's very scary.
I almost drowned once.
Did you?
Well, man, so I was on a junior high trip with my class going to Catalina, right? And to do all the activities for that weekend, you had to pass a swimming test, which was basically like tread water for like 7 minutes or something like that.
Yeah.
And treading is my worst. I can't tread.
Yeah.
I can get from A to B.
Right.
But I can't.
Just being up.
Just there, I can't. I don't know how. I don't understand. So. But in my head, I was like, let me be the first one in the water so that I can be the first one out of the water.
Yep.
Get my 7 minutes done, right?
Yep.
So I jump in, and there was other schools on this trip with us. So as soon as I jump in, bro, 10 other kids jump in on top of me. So I'm feeling like feet and ankles hitting my head, and I'm just trying to get to the surface, right? So then I'm like trying to stay alive. I see my boy B, who's swimming. He's doing great. He's treading.
Yeah.
So I'm like, B, help me. And so B, he's trying to tread, but he's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? So me and B are both going down because of me. So then immediately the lifeguard is like, you two, out, you failed. So then, yeah, because of me and B had to wear life jackets to go kayaking the whole weekend, but it was fine.
There was gonna be like a positive spin at the end. You're like, no, we failed. And we had to wear life jackets.
No, I failed it for the both of us. Yeah, it was all bad.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
My wife don't know how to swim. My kids learned. There was a black woman because we had them in swim lessons out in the valley, and we were playing like it wasn't crazy, but they were not learning. And then I was like, they're not.
Oh, you were paying a lot for it. Oh.
Yeah, like they're not really trying to teach them though. It looks like they're like trying to drag this out as long as possible, so you keep paying weekly.
Interesting.
So I was telling this lady about it who was. I don't remember how we met her. She was like, "Give me $50 in 20 minutes, and I'll teach both your boys how to swim." Kid you not, Tim? 13 minutes.
What?
She had them in my pool in the backyard, swimming back and forth.
Are you serious?
They never swam before in their life. She just had her own little formula, and it worked in no time. It was crazy.
What?
And they're both great swimmers now.
I did end up taking adult swim lessons later in life, like
really?
It was me and a bunch of 40-year-old Mexican ladies in Paramount one summer learning how to swim. I don't think I've ever told that story, to be honest.
Oh my god!
And the girl that was teaching us how to swim, she was in my class in high school. This girl named Crystal, she was a lifeguard. And she was teaching us, me and these 40-year-old Mexican ladies, like she would teach little kids, like the most basic steps. She was like, okay, ready? When your head is down, that's when you exhale. So you talk to the fishies. When you turn your head this way, that's when you listen to the fishies. So she was teaching us when to breathe. Yeah. So exhale this way, inhale this way. She's like, ready? Talk to the fishies, listen to the fishies. Talk to the fishies, listen to the fishies. And that's, I mean, I got a little better, but.
That's hilarious, man.
Yeah, no, I still will avoid the deep end.
No, I don't blame you. My wife can't swim and she just freaks out every time I try to teach her, so I just hope she doesn't die.
Man, I'm talking about, like, it's the only time I will you will hear panic in my voice. You know what I'm saying? Is when I don't feel the land underneath me.
And the ocean is super aggressive.
Yes.
The waves and stuff moving you and all that. It's a lot.
Everything is scary, man. And I like even when I have like a little like snorkel. I remember one time I went snorkeling and you could. People said like they could hear me breathing through this. Like through the snorkel, you could hear me going. Cause I was just freaking out, man.
Oh my god! Me and my wife went to go snorkeling on a cruise early in our marriage. She got the thing on, flapper. I mean, literally everything.
Yeah.
We got the stuff on with like maybe 4 or 5 other couples. Couple one jumps in, 2, 3, 4. We're last. I jump in and she's like, I can't swim. And I was like, you can't swim. What are we even doing out here? I don't know. So I got back in the boat and we just sat there and waited for the whole ride to be over because we both forgot that she didn't know how to swim and we were way out.
Oh God, no thank you.
We were way out, man.
I think maybe in her head you think snorkeling, you think you're just gonna be looking at some
Right,
fishes in
right.
some shallow water.
By the land.
Yeah.
It was not that.
No thank you.
We had went out for like an hour ride. And she was like, cause you know you get way out there, man, you can't see nothing
Dog,
for miles around.
Oh man, no. No thank you.
Are you a big cruiser?
I would be down for some cruising, but Chia has a fear of cruises.
A fear of cruising?
She can swim, but she just being on the open water also freaks her out a little bit.
The worst part of a cruise to me is nighttime.
When you just look and it's pitch black.
And it's just like, if I fell off, you would never find me.
Nobody would know.
And the boat doesn't stop, I've heard.
If you fall off?
If you fall off, I've heard like it can't turn around.
Oh.
It's too big. So if you fall off, they're just like,
damn.
Yeah, apparently people be dying on cruises. They just don't talk about it.
That's the same reason why I don't I hate roads that aren't well lit at night.
It be dark, man.
Yes. I feel like anybody could kill me and they would never find me. Nobody would know.
If I get killed, I better be found.
Yes, please.
Don't have me being dead and lost.
If somebody asks some questions, please. And that's the thing too, is I have this habit of when I get really drunk, I'll just leave places. So I don't want people to just assume, oh, we can't find Tim, he just got drunk and left. You know what I'm saying? Because they would think that. I'm an independent person. Do you have siblings? Do you have siblings?
I do. I have an older brother and a younger sister. Older brother 40. No wait, I'm turning 38. They're must be 41 this year. And my younger sister is 30.
You have to be 41?
No, my brother is.
I'm like, what?
No. I'm 37 now. You don't have. You're only child, right? Do you think that affected you?
Yes. Not in a. Okay, I'll give you the positives and the negatives, right?
Okay.
In a positive way, I feel like my sense of humor is 100% because of my only childness.
Yeah.
Because
having to entertain yourself.
Having to entertain myself, like having to be imaginative, and you know, just like figure out ways to entertain myself. And also, I watched so much TV growing up. You know what I'm saying? Like all day watching TV. I feel like that's why I have a very sitcom timing sense of humor because that's what I grew up watching and absorbing. Yeah, like Wanda. Yeah, it's pretty much right. And negatively, I'll give you a real specific story.
Okay.
One of my boys, his like grandma had died one year, and I called, and you know he called me, and he was talking to me about it. I was like, damn, you know damn that sucks, blah blah blah. But I didn't know until a year later that he was mad at me for not checking up on him. He was like, man, my grandma died. You didn't call me once. You didn't stop by. And I'm like, bro, first of all, I've never dealt with death like that. Secondly, when I am going through pain, I handle my own feelings.
Yeah.
I've never had to be like, are you okay to somebody consistently, or had somebody to go to. So I'm like, I don't know how this shit works, bro. Like, I didn't know you were expecting me to check up on you. Like, I didn't know that.
And people will get mad if you do something that they would have done.
Yeah.
You know, or they think you should have done.
And it wasn't until we had that conversation a year later where he was like, man, you never checked up on me, you never did this and that. I'm like, bro. And I told him all that. I was like, dog, I've never had to check up on anybody.
Right.
And that's
right.
when he was kind of like, oh, all right.
It makes sense.
Yeah. So
at least y'all had that conversation. Because y'all could have fell out forever over that.
And I would have never known, right?
And men be like, you know, we have a bad habit of not expressing emotion.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to tell. It's hard for men to say you hurt my feelings, especially to another man or to their girl. I remember the time I told my wife she hurt my feelings. I was crying. I felt super weak.
And she just laughed at you?
Nah. She apologized. But you know, I'm like, I'm 6 foot 2 long. I was looking out the window and it was raining. And I was like, you hurt my feelings. That's a true story though. But it's much better that way.
I mean, that's the thing about it is, I mean, I always grew up, I would say I was a sensitive boy, you know, and then, but I learned later on, I kind of, especially with women, I kind of had to not do that too much. I had to really put myself in check sometimes. Yeah. So, and then it's hard to find that balance of, all right, I ain't no bitch, but also, hey, bro, you hurt me. And that's the struggle of being a man, okay?
Your girl not gonna take that thug, tough stuff forever. They need to see the softer side of you. They're not gonna go for that. And they be knowing you anyway. They be like, bro, who you trying to impress?
I think she had learned a long time ago that I was a sensitive soul. You know what I'm saying? Just by certain things I would get salty at. But she's so ready to. She's sensitive too. You would never know.
Really?
No, she's strong as hell, right? But man, she is one of those. I'll get into a rhythm of thinking like, oh nah, she's so strong, like I just forget, and then I'll say something, and I'll turn around and she's bawling. And I'm like, oh, whoops, forgot about that. I'm sorry.
Is any of that? Do you think the hormonal changes having pregnancy? Like you've had pre-pregnancy Chia for a long time. You have pregnancy Chia, then you have giving birth Chia. Have you noticed differences in her demeanor along the way?
Not too much, to be honest. We've been blessed enough that she didn't the hormones didn't hit her too crazy. She didn't really go through any postpartum depression or anything like that.
Good.
There was one night where she randomly started crying and she didn't know after giving birth, you know. But we had a pretty solid pregnancy.
That's good.
Chilling. How about you with the 2 babies?
Oh man, my wife was big hormonal change.
Yeah.
Oh, big. I remember one time she was pregnant with our first son. And Famous Dave's, you familiar with the restaurant Famous Dave? So it just opened in Tacoma, and it was like, we used to go there all the time. So it was like 9:43, I'll never forget. 9:43, we see a Famous Dave's commercial. And they're like, rib tips now $9.99. And I was like, man, that looks good. She's like, yeah, it does. Get me some. And I was like, I mean, come on, you can't be serious. Famous Dave's is like 10 minutes away. That means they're closing in like basically 10 minutes.
Right.
I'm like, no, you know, I'll get you some tomorrow. She's like, no, I want them now. I'm like, and it was raining too, because I let them watch it too. I was like, you want me to go to Famous Dave's right now? Like, this is 9:43, they close at 10.
You gonna be that dude too that comes in right before they close.
Right, everybody hates that guy. She's like, oh, fine. All I'm doing is having your kid. All I asked for is rib tips, and you can't find it in your heart to get up. I'm like, all right. So I call him on the way out, like, hey, I'm sorry, I hate to be that guy. Can you guys, one order, I didn't order none for myself. Get her the rib tips. She eats 2 rib tips and goes to sleep.
Wow.
And I was like, this is my part of the journey. She's carrying the baby. Yeah. If this is how she needed to be supported tonight. But I'll never forget, like, it was some fire in her eyes. When she thought I wasn't gonna go, she was pissed. Yeah. Because it was like, there was a lot of the first pregnancy is, you did this to me.
I know. I mean, their bodies go through so much.
And that's the thing. Like, I'm super hot because she was pregnant both times. Her big, like, 9th month was in the summer. And in Washington, August is like the hottest month. Well, a lot of places. So she would be hot and be like, you're not hot because you did this to me. I was like, but like, I remember she was really ambitious and career driven. And when she had our first son, that like switched. She was not ambitious, but she was like, our son was more important than work and climbing the corporate ladder.
Priorities
like,
changed a little bit.
Priorities changed automatically. And I realized that's what happens in society a lot of times. Men don't have to do that as much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, we don't have to.
We don't,
But they have to. Like, you know?
They have to. So yeah, she definitely had some.
You know, well, it's the one thing I bought because me and Chia were in a fight. Is this house.
Really?
Well, look, kind of, sort of, not really, but kind of, sort of, yes.
You were going to say like
like a ring or something. No, a blender.
Blender, ring, sweatpants.
So specifically, I don't even remember what we were arguing about, but she was mad at me. But this was, I had been house shopping for like 6 months, just going to different places.
Yeah.
You know, and because we were about to get married, and I was trying to get a house for us, right?
Yeah.
So then she was mad at me, barely texting me back. And I was like, I came to look at this house. And I was like, yo, I'm looking at this house right now. Saw it online. I'm here right now. Here's some pictures. What do you think? She was like, I love it. Buy it. That's what she said.
I love it. Buy it?
Yeah. She was like, I love it. Buy it. And I was like, all right.
Really?
And then I texted my real estate homegirl. I was like, yo, come look at this house with me tomorrow.
Did that pull her out of the funk?
Probably not.
At least you had some good dude.
Yeah. I mean, you know, she always needs her time to process. And going off of what you said about them priorities switching up, Chia, you know, it's funny because, you know, we always kind of like talked about when we have kids, blah blah blah, but I didn't know that she would fall, like she's fallen into the mom role like 100%. You know what I'm saying? Like, where it's like I would never peg her as somebody to be like, oh, you've been looking forward to being a mom your whole life.
Yep.
But now that she is one, it's like, wow, this is what you were like. This is what you do.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
It clicks in.
Yeah.
That's how my wife was. Like, I was like, oh, you're amazing. Like to the point where I remember I used to get mad, more jealous than mad. When the boys were little, she'd make their plate, and then make her plate, and I'd be like, I'm hungry.
So that was delicious.
Fantastic.
I appreciate you for coming through as always.
Thank you for cooking. Thank you for letting me hold the baby.
Of course, man.
My day has been made.
Hey, look, Kev. When I told Chia that you wanted to come over and hold the baby, she was like, I trust Kev. She was like, I see him getting tested all the time on his stories.
I get tested all the time. And I got my first shot.
Oh, me too.
Yeah, I got my first shot. Did your arm hurt after?
Yes.
For how long?
Just for like a day.
Mine was like 2 days solid.
Really? My parents are fully vaccinated as well. And,
really?
And the second shot did nothing to them.
That's what I'm hoping for.
My dad was like, if anything, I feel better.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hoping for this. I'm hoping for the second shot did nothing. I'm going to roll the dice because I want to get it over with, man. I need my life.
I would definitely, you know what, I think after we're both vaccinated, we'll feel way more comfortable just, you know, maybe going to eat at a little restaurant or doing something, you know?
Yes.
But who needs to eat at restaurants when you got iWagyu sending you Korean barbecue to your house, man? Thank you to you guys. And,
thank you, guys.
Yes. The sauce.
Sauces.
And thanks for watching. Hey man, Kev, thanks again for coming through, man. I appreciate you so much, Doc. Thank you for always supporting.
Of course. Goodie brand, guys.
So many ways. Download the KevOnStage app.
Yes.
All right. And
we'll see you next time, guys.
See you next time. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yes.
The royal penis is clean, Your Highness.
Thank you. King shit.